In this section, we will set up our Kali Linux environment on the virtual machine properly. But before we get started, we want to know what is Kali Linux and who uses this distribution. So Kali Linux is a Debian-based Linux distribution aimed at advanced penetration testing and security auditing. And also Kali contains a large number of useful hacking utilities to make penetration testing much easier. And Kali can be run as a live CD or installed onto hardware or run as a virtual machine. Now we can go ahead and download Kali Linux. So we have two files of Kali Linux. We have virtual machine image and we have ISO image. We will make separated videos about VMware image. So we will make one video for installing Kali Linux using ISO image and installing Kali Linux using VMware image. But right now in this video we will download Kali Linux ISO image. And also we need a virtual box that will allow to us to create our virtual Kali Linux into it. So just go and type VirtualBox on Google. Just Google it and download it from Google from virtualbox.org, and you will see all the links in the description. Then what you are going to do is run the VirtualBox. I have one. I will delete it and set it up again. Okay, so press on new. Then here write the name of the distribution. I will type Kali Linux and I will choose the type Linux and the version 64-bit. Then next, here you will choose the memory size. In my opinion, if you have 4 gigs of RAM, choose 1 gig for Kali Linux, but if you have 8 gigs, you can choose 2 gigs because this will make it better. Okay, create as virtual disk image. Okay, next, here you will choose the hard disk drive of Kali Linux. In my opinion, just put it 20 gigs is enough. Then start it. Okay, now choose the file. Where is it? Kali Linux. Start. Okay, here as you can see we have live, so you can run it as a live CD, and you can install it. We have two types of installing, but it's the same. We have graphical install and install. For me, I will choose graphical install. Now you can select your language and I will leave it. Okay, continue. United States. Keyboard is American. Okay, here is the host name. Actually, you can change it or leave it, but for me, I will leave it. Okay, continue. Domain name, just leave it. Here, you need to set up a root password, and this password is very important for you. But actually, the virtual password for Kali Linux is tour. The username is gonna be root, and the password is gonna be tour, TOOR. Okay, but right now we will choose a password. For me, I will choose just root. Okay, as you can see here, and I will repeat the password here, root, then continue. But don't forget this password. Save it in save a place. Okay, this is the clock. Okay, just leave it Eastern. It's not a problem. Or you can change it if you are in Asia or I don't know. Partition disk. Okay, use the entire disk or setup. No. Okay, just use the entire disk. Okay, now continue. Continue. All files in one. Okay. Finishing. Fine. Okay, yes, and continue. Now it's asking me if I want to use network mirror or not, and I will choose yes because this will keep me up to date. Now continue. Okay, here if I want to choose or use proxy, excuse me, proxy server, but I don't want to use it. Just leave it like this. Okay. Let's just wait. After that, it will ask me to if I want to download grab bootloader, and I will show you later. We will choose yes, and I will show you later what is bootloader. As you can see here, it's asking me to install the grab bootloader, and I will select yes, and I will show what is grab bootloader. Use this hard disk and continue. And after a short period of time it will be finished. Installation is complete. Okay, continue. Now it will boot again. Just wait. Then I will show you what is grab bootloader. Okay, so Kali Linux has been installed, and this is what I said before, grab bootloader. And as you can see, everything is done. Now we are waiting. The username and the password, we will type it, then continue, and you'll be ready to use Kali Linux. Okay, as you can see right here, okay, root and root. Okay, as you can see, everything is done, and here is Kali Linux. Okay, now everything is done. In the first video, we will download Kali Linux as a virtual machine, and this is up to you. You can choose between Kali Linux ISO, or you can choose it as a virtual machine file. But in my opinion, virtual machine file is gonna be much easier than ISO file.
Now I will show you how you can connect your Wi-Fi adapter to your virtual machine or to your Kali Linux. But before we get started, I want to show you Wi-Fi adapters that supports injection, because you have to own a Wi-Fi adapter supports injection. This is very important. First of all, you can go to Amazon, and I highly recommend this Wi-Fi adapter, which is I'm using it right now, and it also covers a wide range, and it's with $40, and or you can buy it from eBay or from any shop else, and you have this one, which is cheap, but I think if you bought this is gonna be better because it's faster and supports injection. And also you have this one. Actually, I didn't try it. I have this one and this one, but for this model I didn't try it but I read online that it supports an injection. But in my opinion, this is the best one because it's as I said before, it's covered a wide range and it has a long antenna, and you can, as you can see, you can put it on your laptop. Okay, so let's get started. Just make sure you are plugged your Wi-Fi adapter, then go to your VirtualBox program, then go to devices, then USB, then click on your Wi-Fi adapter name. Okay, I'll click on it. Now it's connected. Let's open the terminal, and you can type iwconfig to see your available Wi-Fi cards. And as you can see, I have this one, WLAN 0, which is in managed mode, and it's not associated with any Wi-Fi network. Or you can type just airmon-ng, and you can also see your Wi-Fi card, which is, I have the interface WLAN 0, and here the model of the Wi-Fi card. Okay, so this is our video. See you in the next video. After learning how we can install Kali as a virtual machine on our VirtualBox program, in this video I'm gonna also explain how to install Kali as a virtual machine, but this time using VMware Workstation program, because in my opinion it's better than VirtualBox because it's function and faster than VirtualBox. So to do that, just go to the link in the description and download the free trial version of VMware Workstation. So select Windows if you have Windows and download the installer file. Then go to Kali website and select Kali VMware image and select if you have 64 or 32-bit. In my case, I have 64-bit. So I have already installed all the files. So here I have my VMware Workstation installer, and I have also my Kali image. So in my case, I have already installed VMware Workstation on my Windows. So I'm not gonna install it again. It's very simple and easy. Just run it and say next, and everything will be okay with you. So as you can see, it's already installed on my Windows machine. So I'm gonna exit from here, and you will see this folder or this file that you have downloaded from Kali website. Just right click on it and extract it. So after extracting Kali, you'll get this folder. Just open it and run this file that comes with VMX extension. So double click on it and virtual machine or VMware Workstation will run automatically. And here you don't have to do anything, just power the virtual machine. Let me power it again because I have already another version of Kali or another copy. So I'm gonna say enter. It's very simple. We did that in the previous video. Everything will run automatically and you'll be able to use Kali without any issues. And now type the username, which is root, and the password is tour. And as you can see, we have successfully installed Kali as a virtual machine without any issues, and you are ready to use your Kali. Updating Kali 2.0. Before we get started into hacking, first I'm going to show you how to update your Kali resources, because this will ensure that you use the latest tools. So we'll start with apt-get update. This command is used to recognize the package index files from their sources. Then we will use this command, which is apt-get upgrade, and this command used to update all the programs and tools that comes with Kali. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go and open a new terminal, then type apt-get update, and this command will update all Kali resources. So that will make sure that you use the latest tools and programs. Then I'm gonna type apt-get upgrade, and this command will update all Kali tools and programs. So this process will take some time. That's depend on your internet connection. And now all the tools and programs that comes with Kali Linux are up to date and you're ready to use Kali Linux. After learning the network basics, now we will move on to gather information about the target before cracking the password. But what kind of information we need to gather? The most important information is the BSS ID, which is the MAC address of the network, and we have the channel of the network, which is the channel that the network is running on, and the encryption type, whether it's WPA or WPA2 or WEP, and the ESSID, which is the name of the network, and how many clients are connected to the network. So let's see how we can do that. We will use a tool called aerodom-ng, which is a part from aircrack-ng's package. But first of all, you need to enable the monitor mode on your Wi-Fi card, and I explained that the previous video, and I will show you that it's in monitor mode. Then just type aerodom-ng, then the Wi-Fi card name, which is running on monitor mode. And as you can see here, and I will explain all of this. Ctrl C to stop the process. We have the BSS ID, which is the MAC address of the network, and the power is the distance between us and the router. The beacons are the number of the announcement packet sent by the access point, and the data is the number of the captured data packets. And here we have #s, which is the captured data per second, and ch is the channel which is the network is running on, and mb is the maximum speed the access point supports, and enc in the is the encryption type. We have here, for example, my network is WPA2, and I will explain how you can crack the password of WPA2 and WEP and WPA. And the cipher is the cipher detected. For example, we have DKIP for is used with WPA encryption, and CCMP, as you can see here, which is used with WPA2. And the auth is the used authentication protocol, and ESSID, as you can see, is the name of the network. Now I want to show you how you can sniff the packets of specific network around you, and this will help you to set your target and get information about the clients and the network. Just make sure your Wi-Fi card on monitor mode. You can see here my Wi-Fi card on monitor mode. Then you can type the name of the tool, which is aerodom-ng, then your Wi-Fi card name, as we did in the previous video. Let's quick Ctrl C, and as you can see, this is my network. And if you want to get an information about this one or this network specifically, you can just type the name of the tool, which is aerodom-ng, then -c for the channel, or you can type --channel, and my channel is number 6, this one, and the BSS ID, which is this one. Copy it and paste it. And if you want to write the result into file, you can type just --write and name it. For example, I'll name it Security Pro. Then your Wi-Fi card name, Wi-Fi card name with monitor mode. Okay. And here you can see my smartphone. Here we have the BSS ID, which is the MAC address of the network, and the station is the MAC address of the client who is connected to the network, and the power is the distance between us or my Wi-Fi card and the device, and rate is the maximum speed that the device running on, and the lost is the number of the packet we didn't capture, and frames is the number of useful packet, and prop, usually here you can see the name of your network or the ESSID. Okay, if we press Ctrl C to stop the process, now I want to show you the files has been created, and you can see is iSecurity Pro 01 cap and .cv CSV and Kismet.csv and Kismet.netxml, and we will use this file, which is when we will capture the handshake. If the handshake will be into this file, this file will help us to crack the password of the network, whether it's WEP or WPA2. We learned from the previous section the basics of the networks, because this is very important to you if you want to be a proper Wi-Fi penetration tester. In this section, we will move to learn how we can gather information about the target, because as I've said before, you cannot hack or crack anything without having much information about the target. Then we will learn how we can disconnect any client from any network, whether we have the password or not, and whether we are connected to the access point or to the Wi-Fi network or not. We will still be able to disconnect the clients, because this will help us to capture the handshake file. We will learn also how we can jam any Wi-Fi network, so no one will be able to connect to the Wi-Fi network and all the clients will be disconnected. And all of this is only by using Wi-Fi card or monitor mode. And my advice to you is, please apply what did you learn on your own Wi-Fi network first, because this will help you to understand what's happening in the real world. At the end of the section, you will be able to get all the information about any Wi-Fi network in your range and get the handshake file that will help you to crack the encryption of Wi-Fi networks.